Jeremy Corbyn wants to replace the Queen with an elected head of state once the monarch dies. The left-winger has said he believes it is time to move on and call it a day on the royal family when the 91-year-old Queen completes her reign. In an interview from 2001, which has just been unearthed, Mr. Corbyn, who believes he will be Prime Minister within 6 months, said both he and fellow Labour colleagues were keen to see the monarchy abolished, meaning Prince Charles and his son, William, would never be king. His controversial views, which aired on morning television, will come as no surprise to critics who branded him disrespectful and disloyal for his decision to stand silent at a memorial service to Britain's war dead. During a Battle of Britain event in 2015, the Republican stood silently with his hands clasped as others around him sang "God Save the Queen." In the interview with GMTV, Mr. Corbyn said, "I think it's time that we just moved on and said, when the Queen completes her reign, wouldn't that be an appropriate time to call it a day and have an elected head of state?" A large majority of Labour MPs would like to see a change in the attitude of the monarchy and the way the royal family operates. Jeremy Corbyn said Republicans were a minority in the parliamentary Labour Party, but predicted this would shift as public opinion moves more in favour of a complete democracy. The Labour leader's team was last month forced to deny he failed to show proper respect to the Queen when she came to open the new session of Parliament. After trooping from the House of Commons to the Lords with fellow MPs to hear the monarch's speech, Mr. Corbyn stood with his head upright while Theresa May sincerely bowed hers towards the occupant of the throne. The left-winger later winked to an unseen observer. The incident recalled past episodes where Mr. Corbyn's willingness to display proper respect to the royals was questioned. But the Labour leader desperately tried to distance himself from anti-monarchy views during this year's election. When challenged by Jeremy Paxman over why the Labour manifesto did not propose to abolish the monarchy in line with his long-held views, Mr. Corbyn said, "It's not on anybody's agenda. It's certainly not on my agenda, there's nothing in there as we're not going to do it." He went on to say a nice chat with the Queen. Mr. Corbyn also recently hinted he accepted the public wants to keep the monarchy, adding, "I believe in a democracy and we live in a democracy. We have a titular head of state as the monarch but without political power.